Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to do a real quick tutorial on how I germinate seeds, kind of a simple, fast, and easy way. Um, there's different ways to do it. There's 100 different ways to germinate seeds, but a lot of them require you to cover them up, put them in a bowl, and then you still have to transplant them afterwards, which sometimes can cause like a little bit of transplant shock. So this is just the way that I found is very simple, and it's kind of like set it and forget it. So basically, you're gonna have to have a little bit of equipment. You gotta have a humidome or a little, just anything like a plastic covering. Just keeps the plants humid and allows them just to grow a little better. Keeps the warmth in and things like that. You're gonna want to get a little bowl of lukewarm water, not too hot, not too cold. pH balance preferably, but you don't have to get all crazy with it. And then some grow cubes, which I'll put a link below, just standard hydroponic grow cubes, and then whatever seeds you want to use. I got lettuce here, but whatever you're trying to grow, it all works the same. Should be pretty simple. So basically, you take your grow cubes. And I like these; they're just a simple inert medium, and you just start dumping them in the lukewarm water, and this is going to saturate them, and just get them all filled with water so that the seeds have a nice little spot in there. Just hurry up, fly through this crap, just dump them all in there. Break them apart, mix them up, make sure they're good and saturated. Then once you get they're saturated, you want to kind of take them out and just squeeze them a little bit. You don't want them bone dry, but you just don't want them completely soaked. You don't want to risk like rotting the seed away, so don't make them like super heavily soaked. You just kind of want them, give them a good once over, and then give them a squeeze out like I'm doing right here. Not all the water, just a little pinch. Then you can go ahead and pop them on there. And if you're feeling creative, you can stack them up and make a little pyramid out of them. And then you got a fancy pyramid. Just like that. Bam! Okay, so you got your saturated grow cubes. Go ahead and dump your seeds out. Like I said, these are lettuce seeds. And this just gives you an ability to just pick one. I just use one seed. I take one seed out, and I'm just using sterilized tweezers just because I don't want to get bacteria and stuff. Pop them in there. I just do one seed per cube. And you'll be surprised, they'll take off. Like, you don't really get a lot of duds most of the time. They'll all kind of do their thing. And you might have to just poke them in there a little bit. You don't particularly have to use tweezers, but for me it just helps them kind of get in there. And that way the seed isn't sitting too much on the surface of the cube. So then you just, get them each in there, and then go ahead and put them in the tray. And this tray's got a little bit of drainage as well. So that's getting them all stacked in. Perfect. So they're in your little tray. And now I'm going to take this tray. I put it downstairs in my basement. I've got some T5s down there. But it'll be nice and dark. And that's what you want. A cool, dark place. And then I'm going to go ahead and just top them off with, this is just regular tap water. And I'm not flooding it in there, but I'm just getting the tops of them just a little bit more moist, just to keep that moisture on there. And then I pop my little cover on there, and it'll keep it nice and humid. And I'll flip the lights off. And they'll basically sit there in the dark for, usually 3 days for these lettuce seeds. It takes about 3 days. And then I start seeing them sprouting up. So every different plant's going to have a little bit of a different window as far as when it's actually going to sprout. And for these, it's like I said, it's about 3 days. That's basically it. So that's the simple way of doing it. Like I said, there's a ton of different ways of doing it. Go ahead and like it. If you like anything we're doing here, go ahead and like the video. If you have any comments, or if you want to share your ways of doing it that may be simpler, go ahead and pop that in there. And if you like anything that we're doing here on this channel, we're trying to get some variety, but go ahead and subscribe. Thank you.